You know what I mean? And that's why I feel like they're like, "Hey, Martin, it's so nice to meet you." And then they'll start a scene or something like, "All right, you're just getting started, buddy. So go ahead." And I'll be like, like my dad's killing me. And then, whoa. I mean, that's why you started saying, like, oh shit, shut the fuck up. We started. All right. So I'll do just a spoon. Oh, I like spoon. It's not the right spoon. Damn, we gotta get this shit together. We gonna talk Quinn. What? Those words. Yeah. Hey, baby, we talking Quinn? I don't enjoy that inflection part. Inflection? See, that's what I mean. I don't know what the fucking word means either. This is an EP that they put out. It's only 3 songs. I actually haven't even heard it. I just like this band. Yeah, I like Spoon. Like, wow, Spoon, man. What am I doing with this? We're ruining the fucking podcast. Yeah, man. You should do with that phone. Oh. How was your week? Good, dog. Real good. And, no, not really. Like, if I'm being honest, I've been like really depressed. But that's cool, man. It like directs you in that like new path where you're like just lifting weights a lot and like drinking at night. Pretty uplifting story, all things considered, right? Oh, I mean, I'm sure it's a lot of people. Yeah, you know. I mean, I am drinking Flying Embers Hard Kombucha, Orange Passion Mimosa, but oh yeah, maybe that gets us a sponsor, right? For real. That's why I said the whole name. Wonder where this is made. It's not Jackal Hill, Maryland, is it? Oh fuck, wouldn't that have been wild if I'd have guessed it? My babies. My babies. Fermented black tea and botanicals. Yeah, this is good though. How's your week been, dog? 0 sugar. Yeah, that's why I don't fuck with these. Yeah, you like it? Mm-hmm. It's a yeah, we'll tell. Send us some money or we won't trash them. Kombuchas? Man, I should do a whole episode talking West Virginia. I can't identify where I'm from. They're gonna run me up a flagpole, man. I was just thinking about that. That don't mean like fucking somebody with a flagpole, does it? I never thought of that, but it could be. God, am I a pervert or is that what it is? Well, there's that trouble. Was it Harvey Danger flagpole setup? Yeah. Like everybody, something in, and now coming to get me. Yeah. I assume that's like you put the flagpole up your asshole. What? You know girls from your school that did that? I don't know. We had really tall flagpoles. Yeah. I think we had really tall girls. No, we didn't. West Virginia girls are built different. They really are. That'd be a cool episode. Like finding music that's fair. All people that came from West Virginia. I like that. You could tell stories about West Virginia. None of mine are that clear, you know? Oh, shut up. More so just trying to get me in trouble. Man, that was a good time. Like, you tell like amazing stories all the time. Man, I have occasions. Where you were working on a boat or something and you would throw wild parties and you're like trashed up. Like trashed a mobile home or whatever. What's that? A couple times? Jesus. No. Like there's a lot of abandoned mobile home shack places in West Virginia
And I think they ended up being like party spots over time. Yeah. Like maybe it's better that people set fire to Tibetan Monk. I actually have to strike that.
Like they're gonna find this podcast and be like, I knew it.
I got him.
Statute of limitations.
I was 6. Have you thought of any weird names if you have another kid? Belt? Little baby Jackie?
God damn it. I think I did have like some good like joke names, I guess. Well, I can't remember.
What about like a noise? That's the name. What about him? Like, what about a noise?
Yeah. Louis C.K. said he was gonna name his daughter like
I haven't heard that.
just like 40 F's.
I mean, it's very forward thinking. Does that make sense? Forward's got an F on it.
Forward isn't like, I think those would be the names of the future. We just run out of names. Fuck, we just like, you're now just the sound.
That does make me think, like, what will be the new age version of names in the future? Glass? Or it would be Tove, maybe. Like, the names might be the same, but like somebody will be like, oh, your daughter's name's Rebecca. And the person will be like, no, it's like, I mean, that's
how you pronounce it.
Yeah, that's not, yeah, that's what it is.
It's Slovakian.
Yeah. I don't know.
There's a lot of names like, you look in like, you know, Greek or Roman names, and that would be absurd now to name your kid like Octavius.
Oh man, I just met a fucking guy that had a strange name. Fuck me, I'm an asshole. He's not from America. I'm a dick. Jeez, man, I'm so small-minded. Lessons learned.
There's got to be at least like 70 people named Octavius that are like, fuck that guy.
How do you think Dr. Octavius ended up with all this shit in his bag that came out and fought Spider-Man?
Yeah,
I think he's most
kind of a weirdo
explanation of what he does.
Yeah, I knew what you were talking about. But that's like a chicken and egg situation. It was like, did he become an octopus because of his name, or did he change his name because he wanted to be an octopus?
That phrase doesn't have anything to do with chickens fucking eggs, does it?
I don't know. They gotta get the seed in there somehow.
But yeah, that's what happens, right? Chickens lay normal eggs, and then they fuck them if they want babies in them.
Which is fucking. I was thinking about. It's like so insane and they have sex all in the same.
Cloaca.
Yeah.
It's the second time we spoke of cloaca.
Yeah. Okay. I think you were the one who told me.
Yeah.
That'd be good for where did those eggs come from? How the fuck did they get those eggs in there?
I bet birds don't eat pussy.
They eat ass.
That's what I mean, I guess. But then again, I don't mind that either, man.
Do they have tongues?
Yeah.
Birds have tongues?
Yeah.
Like the pig.
No, chickens got balls.
Balls?
I'm thinking about it. Do chickens have buttholes as well? I'm sorry, I'm going to change the subject. That's parenthesis. Yeah, I felt like there was only some birds that might have been the situation for. I don't know that. Oh no, that's true, because there was only shit on the eggs when I had to get them from the barn. Yeah. We're still tracking. We good.
I wonder if there's like a hierarchy of like, oh, I have a pussy and a butthole. You are just pooping and farting and pissing out of the same hole you fucked Neanderthal.
So you think animals with multiple orifices in the genital area were like, you know, right? Yeah. You know class.
Yeah,
I like that.
those are the hillbillies.
Yeah. I'd be the one slumming it with the hillbillies. That's hot. I'm into it. I'm a fucking cool egg.
Just the simplicity of just like, I only have to worry about one hole.
I mean, it's not bad, right?
This is going great.
It's going pretty good.
I went to Las Vegas for the week.
Yeah.
Saw the Sphere. That was cool. Have you seen
You saw Fear?
Sphere?
Oh, yeah. It's not bad, man. Yeah.
Have you like seen videos of it or whatever?
I have, yeah.
What the fuck did you do?
Did I do that? God. Sorry, dog.
Now I gotta like edit that pause in there.
Oh my god. You're gonna be mad. We have people that listen and they're mad. I have questions from them.
Yeah, let's like get to audience questions.
No, please tell me more. Did you get up close?
Well, Linka, you fucking Linka piece of shit.
I'm getting old. The parts of my neck aren't just right. I don't want to. Yeah, I want to go get a Chinese massage. I'm about that life.
You gotta call it a Chinese massage.
Well, it's the only. That's my frame of reference. That's the other kind of massage that's $60. The massage might get there less.
They have like a massage school you can do for like, it's like $25 for an hour or something. But I guess they're like learning.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's probably not that great. But they probably are naive enough to not know that they can't, are not supposed to jack you off.
I'm not that kind of guy.
Oh, this Michael Cera. I didn't even know he put out an album.
Is he sucking some chick in that picture? Oh, me being colorblind on top of not having my glasses. But we look as though he is. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure he is.
It didn't look as if he had pants on. It looked like he had a shirt on. He was reaching down, craning his neck towards us.
I think that the girl walked in on him masturbating with his thighs. And he was like, oh,
do you know a person that would do that?
Jacking off? No, I just thought that was like how you do it.
Me too.
I don't even know if I'm close enough to the mic that people are gonna hear me.
Really? Do you want to pause and run it back?
No, I can see the bars moving.
Cool.
We shouldn't even be looking at ourselves here.
Right, it's gonna fuck with my head. Hey man, I got a customer question. This came from one of our customers.
Okay.
Yo, Robert, everyone's noticed how hairy your dick is and how giant your arms, neck, and leg are. If you could choose any media style to live your life, what would it be?
Media style?
So, like, for me, that would be like you could choose cartoons or something like that. Like, oh man, I really love Samurai Champloo or something like. But you could also like really love, I don't know, like Citizen Kane or something like, or some sort of stylized choice that is made in a fictitious real life live action movie. You know, and then maybe choose that. I'm trying to think of a good example, like.
Well, the thing that came to mind is that,
like Mad Max Fury Road. All right, so good.
oh yeah, God damn it, dude, my fucking brain is mush.
Well, I interrupted. I'm sorry, dog. Sorry.
Strokes. That Strokes video. I don't even fucking remember the song. I don't know, but it was cool. It was like a chill vibe, I guess. They were like all hanging in a bar. I'll fucking put it up right here.
I read that. That's actually a great idea, right? We'd have like the frame of reference behind our faces. God damn, you're smart. For me,
Yeah, you give me an example.
like I really like. Oh, gross. Sorry. Excuse me.
I'll cut that out.
Thanks, dog. Like the new Batman, I thought like was stylized and like a dark, gritty, like badass hero way. I want to live in that. That would be scary. But like maybe like in the same way like the Little John video is, I would like to live in that reality.
Hell yeah, like any rap video, really.
Yeah, like early 2000s. Yeah.
Dude.
A Yin Yang, oh, Lord bless my soul. A Yin Yang Twins video?
Yeah.
Oh,
I just imagine those, like, that's how they live their lives. Because I can't imagine they being like, they make a music video and then they go home and like eat a TV dinner and watch the Friends episode or whatever.
yeah. Maybe they do, though, but like they still fuck hoes. No disrespect intended to said hoes. Like, get that money, do your thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's a public service.
It is. Do you remember I don't know why it makes me think of it, but like the Cribs episode that had a lot of the Wu-Tang members in it, that showed them like in like basically like a rundown like shared apartment.
I remember.
See, I don't know butcher this. I'm already fucking this up because that's probably not even who it was.
Well, I remember an episode with, I think it was just Redman and Method Man.
Yeah.
They had like their doorbell was hanging off, and
Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, thank you.
yeah, it was just like some shit. So I don't know. No, like I hear weird things like that. Just because people are famous doesn't mean that they're rich, and like the music industry screws people over, and like
That's so very true. So many of the cars you see people in are rentals, like.
yeah. But you brought that up. I remember when the first Avatar movie came out, there were like people that had depression because it wasn't they were sad that it wasn't a real place.
That's actually pretty funny. It's sad. Like, I don't know. Maybe folks are so disillusioned because they want to see hope somewhere.
Yeah.
And they saw those weird blue people like sucking on each other's nipples. I can't be sure. Yeah, about how they gained power.
Oh, the
Black people? Yeah.
this
They like suction their nipples to their
I thought they had to like have sex with the trees or something.
I did that too.
I can't find know, dude.
You
like I can't judge that because like then like every time Wes Anderson puts out a movie, I'm like, God, I wish I could live in that world.
oh, good choice, man. Wes Anderson movies are a fun universe to live in. It seems like. I think the Royal Tenenbaums universe just seemed really fun to me. But then again, like they're intended to be like a rich family that's like kind of famous, right?
At least some of them,
Yeah.
like Mark Wahlberg is like a famous one, and then Donnie has like a restaurant and like parks the cars or whatever. I don't know.
I never thought about Wahlberg only because I listen. I'm listen to the Action Boys podcast, who talks a lot about Mark Wahlberg and how ridiculous him and his brothers are. Like, there's a documentary about their Wahlburger chain. Have you watched it? I've watched clips only.
Oh yeah,
It's difficult. It's a difficult watch for me. I can't cringe watch anything. It doesn't feel like a nice thing to do.
This is Sarah the
Instrumentalist.
Instrumentalist. I don't know if I'm gonna spell that right.
Just type in Sarah the Hill and it'll pop up.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, man, I'm like a
EELILL. Oh. Your island did pop up.
Yeah.
Any particular thing you want to start with?
You can pick anything. She's.
It's multi-dimensional. That sounds cool.
Oh, goodness, Sarah.
That's a cool sound. Title.
It was me.
I like that.
This song's for you.
The album art is cool too.
That is cool. I'm gonna assume that she did that whenever I think she was like 2 years old.
This picture?
Yep, she did that picture when she's 2.
Damn, dude.
Isn't that Waldo? Hey there. This is for you.
There's all those people that like become famous artists, and you realize that they're always that person.
I'm hugging you, dog. Just keep the vibe. Doing your thing. It's all life.
Just sitting there, I was like, at a coffee shop, and an Alicia Keys song came on, and I was like, damn, I missed Alicia Keys. Like, what the fuck? And then I went, and she has like 30 albums that I have no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea she's still been making music.
I know what you mean, man. There's just a lot of artists like that, you know? Like, I'm thankful for social media just because of that, you know? Like, I find out about things I wouldn't have otherwise, especially specific tracks, like rapper Big
Whatever tracks they're going to know about all the music that you listen to.
I know, man. I'm gonna old boy the government. The movie Old Boy.
Should have sex with your sister.
I didn't think about the end. I was just thinking of the hammer scene. Oh my god. I was thinking of the scenery. It's a bunch of people with hammers. Yeah. But,
Eating dumplings. Eating dumplings, doing push-ups.
Yeah.
Having sex with your sister. Oh, government house. Fuck you up.
You know what I don't understand? Did they... Was that happenstance? And then, like, the bad guys saw it, and they're like, or did they... How? Did you see what I'm saying? Like, how was it that situation came about? That's not a whole thing.
I remember. Do you really? The guy, the antagonist, I guess, was fucking his sister, and the guy who he kidnaps, the old boy guy, I guess, like, it unintentionally outed him, and, like, the embarrassment caused his sister to kill herself, and so he planned out this scheme over the course of whatever, 20 years or something.
Transcendental sister fucking. What? I'm sorry.
See what it did?
Oh, I see.
What?
That's a transcendental.
Transdimensional?
Yeah. See, that's a real word.
Transdimensional. She had the operation. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh, no.
But, oh, yeah, so he was like, I'm gonna show you how lovely it is to fuck your own sister, and made it, I guess, like, I forget the movie. I saw it like 10 years ago, but somehow he orchestrated this series of events where he breaks out of this prison or whatever and has sex with his own sister, and then he's like, gotcha.
I love that as an ending. Gotcha. Didn't you like that? I said you would get feelings on your sister.
And then he's like, oh, you did get me. No, boy.
That's not the ending of this shot.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh man, we had another audience question here.
I got some audience questions, motherfucker.
You should ask. That's like,
Here's one from 69. Boy, I'm straight as hell. It says, Dear Martin, why, bitch?
good question.
I don't know if that's supposed to be like, why, comma, bitch?
Or why are you a bitch?
Or like, why, bitch?
Yeah. So I think it takes on all those connotations,
Yeah.
all of them. Like, I'm weak in my demeanor,
Mm-hmm.
I'm weak physically, and then also I complain. And as to why I do all those things,
Then, like, it could be like, why are all the bitch?
I was agreeing with you, but nothing came out. I just went, oh? No, that's a good question. From Straight Guy 69, first off, I'd say, broaden your horizons. Also, I think being a bitch is underrated.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I'm constantly inferior to most people. That's kind of cool if you ask me. You typing in Bible verses, though? Hey, dog, you typing in Bible verses? That's what.
Kevin 316.
How's that reading again?
Get swole, eat protein, is smoke weed every day.
That's getting pretty psyched.
Oh, dude, I was gonna play a song. Oh, there it is. This is a song by Chris Travis.
God damn, I'm here for it.
What did get organized eventually?
It's all good, baby. See, that's the thing, is we can, cut things together. I can call you baby, and it sounds cool.
Oh, yeah, I could do like the remix.
You can even do things where your voice is all,
I'll leave it X.
Hey man, I actually kind of like Skrillex. I gotta say, he's a person that is a guilty pleasure for me. Oh, what would be your ideal cult? That came from little brother.
Three little brothers. Ideal cult. Like the horse?
Like the horse?
Like the cult? A cult horse?
Like a religious cult. Like,
Oh, yeah.
one that you either, I guess you could take it how you would like. For example, like one you would either create or one you would be a part of, whatever most suits you.
That's a good question.
Because I thought about this a little when I wrote it down, and I think the ways that I would approach it is so where do you worship it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's pretty cool if you're like, oh yeah, there's this guy in space that's gonna come down in some sort of thing that's gonna get us and take us up. But even cooler if you're like, we're underground people. We've always been underground people. There's a fucking giant dragon that's gonna reach up and eat everybody's ass. Not in a sexual way. He's gonna eat them.
Yeah.
If that's your cult, that's kind of cool. And then also, if all of you live in converted school buses that you painted really cool, and you're very open sexually, I think I'm into that one.
Yeah, I like it conceptually, but I also don't think that would be a fun place to live. I think it would be a cool place to visit for a weekend or something.
Oh, you know what?
Or maybe stay a couple months or something, but
That's actually
to live your whole life like that.
Yeah,
That would be a mind fuck.
it would.
Because, like, you couldn't catch feelings because then, like, your best friend would end up, like... It ended right there.
That's the timing, man.
Spit roasting your
11.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to hang with them.
I don't know. Because, like, if you got serious and, like, wanted to have kids and, like, build a life, then you go after work and you find out, like, well, every day while you're at work, she's just, like, giving out blowjobs.
I'd be less concerned with that more than, like, the fucked up structure, I guess that would do to my psyche. Because, the more you say that, like, it gets me in that same mindset where I'm like, yeah, I would love that. But I think the only reason I'm willing to accept it is because I assume I'm not living out of the year. I'm dead in at least 200 days if I join this cult. And not just me, like, everybody. We're dying. Godzilla's coming up from the earth. Like, he's gonna eat everybody.
Okay. So like, you signed up for the cult knowing, like, this is a limited time arrangement.
Yeah.
Let's get our party on.
Yes. Yeah.
Live like we've got 200 days left to live.
Exactly.
That's cool. I do like that. That's an interesting idea. The kind of that I don't like are the ones where it's like, like there's so many of them. Like, let's say Scientology, where you're like waiting for the aliens to come, and like, it's gonna happen. Everybody, just keep up the hope and keep hope alive. And keep hoping on.
Keep pumping on.
And every time it comes, and you're like 80 years old, like, fuck you, bitch. I fucking wasted my whole life waiting for these fucking assholes to come back and give me some sneakers.
Give me some.
And then never showed up. And then there's like the Hollow Earth one, which I think is a cool idea.
Yeah.
Where there could be, like, civilizations that live in the underground.
Mm-hmm.
They have, like, portals in Antarctica or something. And they're, Shambhala or whatever. That sounds cool. But then you're like, it's the same thing. You're like fucking in the Amazon getting malaria, and you're like, where's this goddamn fucking cave?
Yeah, that ain't wrong. That's true.
I think I would want it to be something like, okay, so first of all, if you're gonna build a religion, I think the foundation principles should be like in service to everybody. So everybody is helping everybody else and like completely unselfish and like ridding yourself of ego.
Oh yeah.
And just being in service to, like, everything that you do is in service to humanity.
Yeah.
It would be a cool foundation for building a cult. And then it's gotta be like some kind of incentive structure, I guess.
See, I agree with you. Like, especially for me, like being in something like that gets me the best out of me. But at the same time, as soon as you do that, like, puts you in the same structure that we suffer from now with capitalism.
What do you mean?
I just incentivizing people is definitely necessary, but like it's just a slippery slope. I feel like at the same time, if people are all contributing in the way that's necessary to get a thing done, like in making the task a person completes, like altogether that, then maybe that's enough? Question mark. I'm hoping. Like, I know that there's still people that don't pull their weight, but my hope is that an idyllic existence, like, motivates them. Well, I like that. What is? Austin TV.
I just think if I were to build a cult, it'd have to be like something that I could latch onto. Because it's the same reason I really have a hard time getting into any kind of religion, is that it's always like, oh, we found some ancient writings that like were ostensibly, written by people who apparently like had some kind of special connection to a higher power, and then we were just like taking their word for it. And so, we could do magic, but you're not allowed to do magic. What the hell?
Yeah.
Don't fucking even think about trying to walk on the water, or I would fucking burn you to death.
Yes. Or I'm gonna make believe smite you in some odd way. Man, being smited would be so terrible. Like, not even that, but even being cursed. Like, having a person say they've cursed you, even if you don't believe in it, it's a little bit of a mind fuck.
I just think like creative, what am I trying to say here? You know what I'm saying.
I do. I think that we're more impressionable than we like to admit. Like, not me. I admit how impressionable I am. When I meet cool people, I literally will walk away from them and be like, man, I'm gonna try to do the cool thing that guy just did. Like, it doesn't take long. I know that about myself. But I think many people that probably wouldn't admit to it as quick, like, probably have the same problem. Like, our brains are quick to be impressioned on.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know, it's like an evolutionary trait, I guess.
Yeah.
Just like learning about the world around you. You gotta pick it up or else you're gonna get eaten by something.
Yeah.
But I think what I was trying to say is like my cult would be based on the creative spirit of just like being creative, creating new things. It could be like in a scientific or artistic basis, building mechanical engineering, electrical, like figuring out, interesting things about the universe. And
I love that.
Could be anything, but it's just like everybody's contributing in some way and being like exploiting their creative side of their brain, which I can't even fucking get the words out.
No.
How am I gonna fucking run a
You're good to go, but in all honesty, that's well put. Like, it's finding the commonality in some sort of expression. It doesn't have to be a podcast. We just do videos of us freaking the fuck out, like spitting on the ground, like it'd be kind of fun.
That's a nice ground, though. I don't want to mess up your ground.
That's all good.
I got another question.
Oh man, I gotta get another one for you. Hold on.
It's so hard to read with these things on.
I'll ask you one, and then you don't have to answer it. So, and this is what.
Oh yeah, I asked you this earlier, but you thought about designing a shoe, or two-parter. If you were to design something or create a new, let's say, product or something, what would you want it to be?
Oh, good questions, man. The shoe, so first off, I'm like an okay artist. Like, there's certain things that I can like abstractly draw, like in a fun way. But when I'm actually trying to draw, like to scale, or not even to scale, but just to, like, even for reference, that don't mean fucking nothing, Martin. God damn it. No, look, it's difficult. And also, like, once you start getting into territory where you're trying to be unique with sneakers, it gets really difficult. Like, I think a good example is the Balenciaga sneakers that have became famous as of late. Like, that oftentimes either, they're all very strangely shaped or whatever, like root and branch heels and things like that. That's different, and like, something like that takes, but God, is it not pleasant to look at.
Yeah, it's just like a mutant of the thing that you know as a shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also like I love things like that where it's like, you know, a pin or a watch or something where it's like there are millions of variations of this thing in all kinds of different shapes and sizes and materials, but it's still, you could tell at a glance like, oh, that is a watch.
Yeah.
And no matter what form it takes, it's like still recognizable as a watch. But then it's like a certain style, you could tell like, oh, that's a Rolex, that's an Omega, whatever. I don't know all the brands.
That's pretty good. You listed two.
Yeah.
Timex?
Yeah. Casio.
That's good, man. We named a lot of fucking brands, dog.
But I've always thought that'd be cool because you could like, here's my version of that thing, and that's like uniquely yours, but it's like nobody owns a watch.
That is true.
Or nobody owns, you know, the genre of the thing, like a bicycle.
Yeah.
You can make your own bicycle, and nobody can be like, hey, I made a bicycle, you bastard.
You bitch.
You took my idea.
I've
No, mine's not a bicycle, it's a two-cycle.
I like that, man. You've reinvented it for yourself. No, you invented it, and you called it a two-sickle. They were late.
Mine's a popsicle.
Yeah, I kind of wish I was that kid. Like the kid that popped the willy and then went, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always wanted to do a wheelie. That looks so cool. I know if I could ever get it up, I would immediately fucking fall on my head.
Yeah, I bet you do. But then you get it, you've popped the willy.
I don't think so.
Really?
Uh-uh.
Oh, I'm sorry, dog. Oh man, did your
It's
parents?
too late for me, dude. It's too late for me to be popping willies. I had to be like 13 to be able to pop willies, and that's gone. I'll never get those wheelies back.
Can you sync the music up to me dancing right now? Sorry, it's not.
Oh yeah, this is Austin TV.
I like it. Well, I got a question for you, dog. What's the most intense thing you've done as of late? Intense doesn't have to be angry, like just an intense emotion.
Well, this goes into a whole, I don't know, like the fact that you brought that question like makes me think of an idea that I was thinking about earlier, where it's like, this whole thing about like simulation theory and thinking about life as like you're living in a simulated universe, and like you could think of it as playing a video game or whatever, but it also, like the abstraction makes you think of you separate from yourself in a way that makes it difficult to even immerse yourself in the enjoyment of life.
Yeah. That's understandable.
And so I love being able to, or whatever it is, if it's, you know, even if I'm angry or like frustrated on a thing, it's like still I'm locked in. I'm in the moment. I'm totally like immersed in life as a person living life and not thinking about myself as like separate.
It's like seeing yourself doing.
playing the character of me.
Yeah. That's a good thing, man. Like I admire you for that. I wish to do the same. Be better at that.
Well, I just think of that's like, I don't often, now that I think of like life as, I don't know, just like a temporary thing, and that it's hard to go back to being able, it's like if you're lucid dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done that?
Very rarely.
Well,
On accident a couple times.
where I started doing it, and then I like realizing I'm dreaming, I could control the dream, and then it was like not as meaningful or interesting anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like hard to even be able to dream because it like became not a real thing anymore. And then it was like, damn, I miss having dreams and like just experiencing the dream instead of being the dreamer.
Almost like the writer of the story you're gonna have in your dream.
But I don't know. Intensity. Oh, like just when I'm driving, I guess.
Yeah. That's totally relatable, man.
I played Call of Duty Zombies.
Oh, it's fun.
Most games I'm just like, oh, I'm playing this game, and I'm like, oh, when is this out for? Like, fucking gotta chop this wood for 2 hours to be able to build a house.
Yeah.
This is fun, and then it's like, when you're playing zombies, everything's fucking immediate, and you gotta kill them, like, oh, I gotta get some ammo, and I'm gonna die.
Yes. Yeah.
That's intense.
It's a fun game.
But, what about you?
Like I myself experience fucking intense emotions anyways. Like if I'm having one, I'm going pretty heavy at it. But, oh, excuse me. Probably something like sadder. Probably like crying at a stoplight or fucking like screaming into something or something weird, you know? Like people do that though, right?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, I used to have intense moments, especially when I started playing basketball again, that like in retrospect, I was so disappointed in myself about. You know, thank God for therapy, right? But like, where you're like, oh man, everybody was playing a game, and like, I turned this into something different.
Like you get too competitive?
You know, it's not even too competitive, you know. I think it's that you gotta learn when to back down and just be like, oh, okay, and give people a thumbs up and like go on your way. You know, like, well, what's it accomplish?
And what were you doing that you would say is intense?
Well, physical part is always fun, and pick up basketball games. I'd like to meet people's intensity, and sometimes that would turn into like a lot of
physical confrontation.
Yeah, exactly. Physical contact during the game, which was unnecessary. It was perfectly fine without all that, right?
Well, that's like the same thing. Like you're in a game and you're like locked in and immersed in the like playing the game.
Yeah,
and that's you know, and like you have to think of like all sports are a trick to get you to exercise, and so
they really are. That's so true.
If you're not being intense, you're not really playing the game.
Yeah, you're not trying your hardest. That's so true. Man, I'd love to hear some of your jokes. You got some jokes for me?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Gonna change things up a little bit.
Oh yeah, so I don't know exactly how to what this would be, and I'm sure somebody's probably already done it, but I had an idea of like somebody that was addicted to vaccines.
That's actually very funny.
Just like me, like would do like the pill mill kind of thing where they just keep going to different places and keep getting vaccinated.
Maybe you could say I got a friend that's really into staying healthy. Like as an introduction, or it doesn't have to be staying healthy, but like you could use I got a friend as unless you already had it set up, of course.
No, I just don't know. I don't know how to make that into a joke, but it's just like a funny premise.
It's very funny. I like that. I'm trying to think, man.
But I had another thing that I keep thinking about, and I keep like rolling it around in my brain. I think it would actually be a better idea for a sketch.
Mm-hmm.
Is that if you like during the pandemic I gained like 20 pounds or something because all the gyms were shut down, and I didn't think like, oh, maybe I shouldn't keep eating like I was when I was working out.
Yeah.
But then and I was like thinking about that and like fat activism and like you know, how they're like, you know, Victoria's Secret models and whatever now, like chubby people on billboards, and like how you know, like the, let's say like the character in the sketch would be like realizing how discriminated against fat people are, and this, you know, I had a joke with like, where's my fat panther?
Maybe you can continue talking about it. What's another pun for Fat Panthers or representation for that?
But yeah, the idea is like, okay, you know, they get in, and then they just like won't join a group that's like doing fat activism,
Mm-hmm.
and then you know, you like become obsessed, and like you're over the top, you know, protesting, and like you're more of a fat activist than everybody else. You're like the top fat activist,
Yeah.
and then you're like working hard, protesting out there, sweating, and then you're like slowly, like over months, to like lose all the weight, and you be like get ripped and stuff, and they're like, you can't be in our fat group anymore. I was thinking like they could be like Gillian Keefe. Have you seen those?
That sounds familiar.
Like Shane Gillis, he did a bunch of sketch shows.
Oh, I did see that. Oh, sorry.
One that was like the before and after would be like Shane Gillis, and then you're like you afterwards or something.
Literally show pictures. Yeah. That'd be pretty funny.
Montage of him like sweating and like
Yeah.
and breathing heavy
Yeah.
as a fat dude, and then like it like slowly becomes you,
Yeah.
all ripped and like
I like that.
muscular. I don't know.
I like that all. That's funny. Fat Panther more like lap cancer. Fat Panther more like bat dancer. Is that anything?
It rhymes. Oh, but okay, yeah. So I did write a joke. I do love hand jobs, and this is true. This is a true story. So, you know, like the same thing I was saying with hookers and stuff is like, that should be a public service. Let's say like a lesser crime if you're like spitting in church, or like you steal a pie from someone's windowsill or something, and the judge like gives you a choice if you want to do like 100 hours community service or give like 100 hand jobs. And it's like the older you get, I feel like I'm just exhausted and like don't want to do the work of like having sex and like humping somebody.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I would love a hand job.
I like that because hand jobs are laborious. Like they're not an easy task, I doubt. At least they're not when I perform them on myself.
Oh yeah, so yeah, you just like get to your mid-30s and you get exhausted, but you still want to ejaculate. It's like God's way of saying you just gotta lower your standards. And you're like tired by 2 p.m., but you're still horny as hell. There's just no way to be picky anymore. It's like that's why all these teachers like start fucking the students. They're just like the people that are around them, you know?
Yeah,
The vicinity.
that's good.
And you know, and then it's like, you know, I know that seems like you got tricked into agreeing with pedophilia, but you know, let me ask you this: how do you feel about school shootings?
I think that's the end of the joke. I'll put that on the
It's like, yeah, it could be women, they, thems. There's like, I think that's how the glory hole was invented. Where it's just like, eventually, are just like, what's the laziest possible solution to this? Like getting a hand job is just like put your dick in there. I don't know.
I know.
It's not fully formed yet.
No, for me, it's funny.
Oh yeah, no, it's just like, because if you're at the glory hole, you just close your eyes and you could pretend that your dick is in like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory or something.
That's good.
It'd be good.
Yeah. I'd like to fuck a chocolate factory. Warm chocolate sounds.
Oh, yeah, but the-
really feel good on your dick.
I think I was gonna continue about the school shooter thing. Is that if we're gonna let you fuck the kids, like you gotta also like fuck the weird ones.
I'm not sure you're gonna say you gotta teach them something.
Oh yeah, that's why you're getting paid.
Jeez.
I mean, I don't get money for fucking the students. That's just a benefit.
There's actually been less teacher fuckings lately. I saw some weird stat, but it was down by 35%.
Really?
Yeah, but it's just been in the year.
Numbers.
Yeah.
Damn. Wonder why. Kinder.
Yeah. I can't say for certain.
I don't know. I can't say that I've like looked at a high schooler and been like, damn, that's attractive.
Yeah, that's good, man. Like, there's questions that you have to ask yourself when that happens. Some of these people, I've worked with people and known people that have been like, damn, that's, and I'm like, hey, I know better than to speak with you any longer, I guess. Not I guess, I know.
Mark Norman has that joke where he's like, when I was 12, I was attracted to 12-year-olds. And then he was like, I also liked grape juice. And when I got older, now I like wine, but I still like grape juice. I was like, that was a close one.
That's funny. That's a good joke. Well, I have what like could be resemble jokes, but I'll just say them out loud. Hey there, I've been thinking of wearing a thong. I started pulling my underwear into my ass, and like I get the appeal.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's the end. Speaking of, y'all know those form-fitting biker shorts that women wear that are shaped like so perfectly proportioned? Am I allowed to wear those? Can I wear ribbed underwear like bike shorts?
Like where it accentuates your dick or something?
No, my ass.
Oh, your ass?
Yeah, I'm like, damn, that looks pretty cool. Like, I want a cool looking ass.
Yeah, I've been intrigued by those shorts.
Yeah.
I think, damn, that chick has a nice ass, and then it's like a shadow that's like in the fabric or whatever. That just makes it like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah, am I allowed to wear that? I mean, I'm not mad at him. I just want to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying. Like, I've been really depressed.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just been doing whatever feels good at the time. It's like really bad advice though. Like if you feel like fucking a hole in the wall, like you're probably not going to get your deposit back on your apartment. Yeah, it's not good. And like, here's the thing: they're going to be able to tell that you fucked a hole in it. Yeah. They don't just go like, "Oh, you poked a hole in it." They're like, "Nope, you had a skinny, ugly little dick, and I can tell you did that."
Yeah.
They might call the cops. But why call the cops?
I like that one.
Thanks, man. I just added that last part.
Didn't get your deposit back.
I've been thinking a lot about my legacy, and I think like if I'm gonna like do it in a word, it would be like really, like why are you like that? Like just really, really. Like I had a lot of pleasant fumbles that are directly the fault of me. Subject, it's just factually accurate. What? Yeah, that's it. I think I was gonna like expound upon that, I never did. Oh, this is just good information. I unknowingly have peed into a wound for like a really long time.
Did you say knowingly?
Unknowingly. Oh, unknowingly, I didn't know. And it seems like you'll be fine if you do that. I've been crying in public a lot. I saw the person. see me crying in public, but didn't know that I saw them see me. So like I really played it up, and I started scraping at the roof of my Mazda Miata like I couldn't get out. Not a joke, just something I did.
That was your way of playing it off?
Oh no, I was just my way of playing it. I really beat that. So, to be honest, what had happened is, I don't know what it is, man. Like, for a while there, when I was driving, I would be crying a lot. I think it's because the music I was listening to, but
Yeah.
so it was happening, and I realized that there was someone catty corner at the other adjacent stoplight that was basically like seeing me do whatever I was doing, and I was already like craning my neck up into the air like a wild person. So I was like, man, I'm really gonna play this up. So it kind of was like, let me get that harder.
I think we should just have like a series of times that you got caught crying in your car or whatever.
Oh, I have at least two so far. One was here in the apartment. That one was very funny. I was trying hard. I had my hand in between my knees. I was really like, and I whipped over, and this really nice young woman that's like in the fucking second story balcony was out there. And she was literally leaned over her chair so she could see what I was doing. So like I think that like kind of clocking like there's something going on with that guy. And the face was telling like more of concern, less of like you're scaring me. I was like, oh man. So I just kind of tried to act as if I'd been looking on for things on the ground and in the car, and got back up and like just put it in reverse.
But it does make you think of like, it's the same thing of like, why aren't you allowed to pee in your pants? Of like, I gotta joke and I'll cry. Why can't you just cry and like people know you're crying and you're like, I gotta get this out.
Yeah.
We haven't. Why is it like a, social embarrassment or faux pas or whatever? Like you gotta go hide in your corner of your room and cry by yourself and put a blanket over you and hope nobody hears it.
Yeah, being in your grief dungeon. That is true. I think it's as much about people's reaction to someone having that emotion as much as it is the person having the emotion. Because that's what so much of the conversation is based around. Is like, can you believe that they're doing that?
But like that Duncan Trussell episode with his mom, where she knows that she's about to die. She has cancer, and she has like a limited time to live. And Duncan's like, well, how do you deal with the grief and like knowing, like, how do you cope, like losing the person that you love? And she just says, you cry.
Yeah.
Like, it's a simplistic solution, but it's the only way.
Yeah, it's a release.
Yeah, you just have to let yourself fall back, like the trust exercise, and just be like, I'm gonna just let it go.
Yeah.
Like, just, if you're depressed, just be depressed.
Yep. I mean, that slot, man, like, I feel that. And you're right. It's a process. Like, you feel it so you can get through it, I think. But again, like, I don't know. I've never really let myself get all the way through that sort of thing. So I'm like, well, shit. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's like the trusted part of it, is like knowing that, or like having the faith that you're going to come out the other side.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you noticed that as a man of my age, that you pee in your pants a lot more after you get done at the urinal?
I shit myself yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah! Good job, man!
I was like on my way home, because I had driven from Austin, and just like through I wasn't gonna make it, and so I pulled over and just like it was like a secluded area, just like near the woods or whatever, and I just like shat on the side of the road, and I didn't have that or anything, so I got like trash from my car in my ass. Like a plastic bag. I'm sorry. As soon as I was doing like I just had to wipe my ass, and the car goes by, and I was like, I'm down behind my car. Oh, that was fun. And then I went home and took a shower.
Oh, yeah. Good call. Man, it's happened to me 100 times. Man, I've been a lot. Like, I would usually be lucky enough that I would be in the country so I could just like peel off somewhere and do it. But unlucky enough that shit doesn't come out right, so you have nothing to necessarily wipe with. I did learn like a hillbilly trick to rip your pockets off if you're ever like in a truly tough situation. Have you ever heard this?
Goddamn good idea, dude.
Yeah. Rip your pockets off. And then layers past that, you know, like you losing a shirt, you're losing a shirt. You're reminding me of one of the dumbest times of my life. There was a time in my life when, of course, I was smoking even more than I do now, and
I'm just realizing that underwear is still in my car.
That's not good. That's funny. That's totally fine. Yeah, I forgot.
I was like, because I got home and I was like, I'll get that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
What are you gonna say? Oh, yeah, so my parents were already like mad suspect to me because I kept coming home stoned. You know, they confronted me a couple times. Even sitting to like a church thing I had to go to a couple times a week.
Oh, I did that.
Yeah, it was fun. But anyways, through all that, from that, me and my friend have decided to get some coke, and so we're doing a lot of that. Moves your bowels, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And
Never been coke.
has the potential to at least. And so then it was too late. I already knew that when I got home I was in trouble, but I had already like gotten off the side of the road and had to shit, and there was so much and it was so dirty. I had to take the shorts off after I had torn pockets off. So I on a trailer over top every day. And I cleaned myself off of my shorts and had only underwear. I don't know what I was thinking. Sneakers and like a t-shirt. So I had to like walk into my home just hoping my parents weren't waiting for me, and they were. And I smelled that shit, and I had on only underwear and a t-shirt with a ripped off pocket. With a pocket tee. I had already ripped the pockets off the flannel and the pocket tee. It was bad.
Did you get your mask on?
I'm ready to explain it. Well, I said, because the thing, somebody stole my shorts. You was fine. I went telling you so just now instead of trophy. Because as a teenager, your first move is defensive. So you're like, and like, there's nothing you could say. I don't know exactly what I said, but I remember saying something along the lines of like, oh, my buddy had trouble, and so I had to help him kill a deer, and then my shorts got dirty, so I threw them away. Which, sort of accurate. That was the same night that I had to bash a deer in the head with a tire iron. It was a bad night, man.
You had to, dude.
No, we hit it.
No, I'll fucking bash a deer all night, dude.
Just, we're not randomly bashing animals with tire iron. And it wasn't effective. We hit a deer with my friend's shitty Toyota Sobeck, and it broke at least two of its back legs. It was all fucked up.
Yeah.
I didn't think it needed to die in retrospect, but I, in my head, was like, brothers, this is the kind of thing that happens. Our wives come out here and do this thing. And so I was like, give me a knife, and we didn't have no knives, so they were like, all right, country dude, you do it. Tyler's got a tire iron. But it was one of those giant T-frame tire irons. Have you ever tried to swing one of those?
No.
Well, I hit that deer in the head a lot. That didn't die. God, why am I doing that? That was terrible.
So, I'm very tired. That's good enough.
No, that's not the deer. That's not the yeah, that's not. That was my first time doing cocaine.
Well, I just that'd be better than just being like, I shit myself. What do you want me to say?
Because, like, anything that was overly strange or suspect, my parents were like, try, so you never again. And there was nothing wrong about it, you know what I mean? Like,
Of course.
I was in the rare slot where I had a construction job that I made a lot of money for a kid in West Virginia, which was $10 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And no one else had jobs, so I got to buy drugs and stuff. That's all I did. Bought a lot of drugs.
You have a mohawk?
Yeah! I did at one point. Looked so stupid. I feel bad, man, but...
Yeah, you thought you were Henry Rollins.
Yeah! I didn't even know that his name was. But I actually saw him in something once.
You hear something?
Yeah, that was the AC.
Oh.
Did you hear that? No, really, did you hear that? You're like, oh.
I thought somebody was over there.
Well, Robert, I didn't say that. Don't fucking say that. I'm fucking freak. I'm sensitive. It's always going to hello? I mean, they would have to walk past us. But I'm kind of like you now. I should have told ghost stories earlier, man. I'm feeling weird now.
What are your ghost stories?
I'm out.
Huh?
I'm out of ghost stories. All the ones I had.
You don't have any ghost stories.
A lot of women are into astrology. They find out I was born on April 11th, and will tell me they know exactly like what I'm into. Like you're Aries, and like I know how hot-headed you are, and like I was cut off before they can even say it. I'm quick to respond. I'm like, oh, you know how they do too well? That they want irreplaceable childhood photos? See, I'm not sure if the last part works.
I don't know enough about astrology to know if that's accurate.
The PP part, no. Like, being angry apparently is part of my thing. It's frustrating because so much of my astrological sign does deal with some of my stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically science.
I've been noticing lately these ugly kids in grocery stores that are following me around. Their noses are longer than their arms, and their parents keep telling them to leave me alone, but they won't. I've been telling the police, but they won't help. That's not just either. I didn't write that. I just thought that might be fun. That's it.
It's like those things on SNL where they used to do. Oh, fuck, what's that guy's name?
Willie Matthew?
No, god damn it, I'll put it right in.
And now, Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy.
Alright, this is the last joke. I got a step-grandpa that won't stop letting minnows swim up into his pee hole. I'm that grandpa, you don't cut that shit out, you're gonna get sick.
I was trying not to spit that. I like that.
I need to do it. Oh,
That is funny.
But fuck, I'm gonna write that down. See later, get a good one.
All of these are funny in a way.
Right? Maybe I think.
Yeah. You have to do it really deadpan.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. Maybe I should do really deadpan. And I should start with depression.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm depressed. Like, maybe not even enjoy the air, Marty, and really depressed. I got jokes that skip because I don't have the bullet points. But like, I got impression work. I'm like, hey, this is my impression of a guy that works out too much because he thinks that's the only way people will appreciate him. And he doesn't cry when he gets done coming. He doesn't cry when he comes. That's the end of the impression.
I have an impression where I was getting the late night snack, and I held up a piece of bologna or like lunch meat in the light, and you could see like a little face in it. I guess just like the little pieces of flecks of fat or whatever looked like a little face, and I was like, "Hey, man, this is bologna." What's your name? Nice to meet you. Robert, if you went up on stage, if you were like really solemn or like kind of like really just trying to get your shit together, and then you threw out a piece of bologna that had like a slice for the eyes and a slice for the mouth, then you put it on your face and angled your head towards the ceiling and went, what's the bologna? Like, people would lose their fucking minds. Oh my god, I love that. They'll use your whole time. Like, be up there for 25 seconds, just enough for it to be a fun novelty. By the time you're 10, ended with something stupid. I've been thinking if I ever decide to do an open mic, I wanted to end with a car dealership's ad. Like as if they sponsored me. But in a way that like they never want me to say. Does that make sense? Like nothing disgusting, but just in a way that like, I too know that you've had problems getting cars out there. If you go up to Dutch Miller or Chevrolet, they won't fucking touch you. They won't touch you. Like, yeah, something like that's not so, but like something like that. Like good. Like, I didn't see how to do that. They won't touch you. Like, I like that. I like that as a premise. There's Welly Montgomery has a joke about putting ads in Amber Alerts, where it's like, if you see a black Ford F-150, there's a missing child, or I don't know, like, Ken McPatrick or whatever. Also, get 1.9% financing at Toyota Farm. That's good.
oh, there's fuck. This is on TikTok. I hate that this is shitty if this would ever be released if people heard it and I don't know this person's name. He literally just does videos with like crudely drawn cartoons where he uses a country accent to get out like little conversations he's probably ever heard. And it would be stuff where it's like, Mom, come here. And then like he'll present another character. It's like, what's the matter? Like, sometimes at the Exxon and they told Dad they couldn't buy Snickers. Like, and it's really dumb. The whole sentences are stupid. Like, it's not something you'd be interested in, but the accent itself just really makes it silly and fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I always think that it's like a tired trope of like, you want to say something dumb, so you use a southern accent. Yeah, where it could be a southern accent could be fun and silly.
It's used all whatever, especially in improv comedy.
Well, you could be like ironic and have a country accent and like say something, and like a scientist that has like a southern accent would be funny.
I think that people, especially when they're trying to be as plainly spoken as possible, like dull their vocabulary. Like even if they have greater vocabulary, they don't use it. I think I'm a good example. Like I get around certain people, especially when I get back home, and I don't even realize I'm doing it. And then I hear myself back, and I'm like, oh shit, where did that come from? What am I doing? Why am I doing that again?
Yeah. Want to take a break?
Yeah. That's good, man. What time is it?
All right. There's no video. My battery died.
It's okay though.
Like so this one night I was like just out of high school, hanging out with friends, and we were just like getting drunk and being stupid. And there was a girl that I was like, sort of dating, sort of whatever. In my monkey mind, thinking like this will be impressive.
Yeah.
I started climbing a tree, where I did that method where you like wrap your hands around, like clasp them together, and like, you know, shimmying up, using the rest of my weight as like counterbalance to like keep me on the tree, and then and got up to like good 10 or 12 feet, and then fell all the way down. And I was so drunk I did not feel a thing. But I was like, oh no, I might have broken something.
Did you?
I don't think so.
No, good job, man.
Yeah, but I just started laughing out of just like a
What else you gonna need?
knee-jerk reaction. Yeah. Oh my god, it was equal parts embarrassing and hilarious.
Because it probably scared people too. Like for a second, they were probably like, oh. You might not be gassed, but then
Yeah, the people that were there were like watching me climb the tree were like immediately ran over like, oh my god, it's like I meant to do that.
exactly. What is it? God, angels protect the drunk and babies in the drunks or something to that effect.
Who said that?
I don't know.
Is that in the Book of Kevin?
It's not fucking coming. Yeah. You so love it.
Oh man, actually that would be a good cult, just like weightlifting and fucking getting swole.
Tempt me, man. You know I'd love that. That'd be amazing.
And we go to like burn units and like children's hospitals and just be like, can you do some push-ups?
I'm so glad you just said that. It reminded me. There was like a huge thing in the 90s and maybe up until like the early 2000s of like Christian power teams. And they would travel usually around like the state where said Christian power team members were from. Like there were larger ones, I bet, in bigger cities because I've seen videos of them. But they would have ones that sometimes, if your church was big enough, they would come to your church, or you could even catch them like in amphitheaters, usually in churches, like in their parking lots. They would have like sparklers hanging off the sides of the stage. There would be like different dudes coming out in singlets. Some of them would have like stuff like stitched on them, like the really special ones, like God's power or something on the front. And they'd come out and they'd like rip phone books, and then like they'd lift sometimes like 500 pounds. Which, like, that's pretty good at that. These were giants. Like, some of these guys were really big dudes. So that's fine. They just come from a guy who can't do it. I shouldn't be talking shit. But, my dad is also...
But you're saying, like, you know, like they at least look like they could do a lot more than that.
Yeah, they absolutely could have. Yeah, all of them probably could have. But it was more like, yeah, I'm not trying to pull fucking... pull my back out of this parking lot in West Virginia. Okay. You know? He fucking got me out here doing this wild shit. My dad has always been a powerlifter, and he, I think, kind of got the bug after that, and he started having similar events where he only lifted, and only for our church in the basement. And, like, I don't think I knew to be embarrassed about it. I was just pumped. I was like the whole time like, turn it up, come on, let's go. Like I was getting psyched when he was up there. But he didn't keep their energy. You know what I mean? He wasn't like, everybody clap, oh, let's go. Like he wasn't that guy. But he did it for a while. I remember thinking at one point, that's gonna be me one day. Yeah, that's gonna be my job. I'm gonna be on stage like this guys with the phone for Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
That sounds amazing. Yeah, I would totally join that church.
Man, that's the thing. It makes me wonder, like, did these guys even go to church, or were they like paid by the church? Do you know what I mean? Like, as a means, because looking back, there was at least 2 to 3 of them that were like just big dudes. They were probably strong in general, but at least 3 of them were roided, like mad roided, like an old school, like not triple, excuse me, like Diana Ball, like type roids. It was just, God bless them though. God bless the sweethearts taking Diana Ball.
And they're just like, I was gonna weightlift anyway, might as well get paid for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I did have another question. Well, okay, first one is that I had this idea, and I just like don't know what it is, or if there is a thing, but like, is there any explanation for why things become famous, and like why, like let's say like Taylor Swift is obviously like the biggest, performer, artist, musician, blah blah blah, or like one of the biggest of a generation, making like astronomical amounts of money, and then at the same time, like, she's not a bad musician or anything, but like you could definitely point to infinite numbers of people that are better. Like, why be more? Yeah. Or, and it could be anything, like TV shows, books, whatever. Like,
I like Taylor Swift as an example, though. Like that's a good example, because I think it's such a combination of things. Like she's like a musician, which it can oftentimes fool people into thinking that people are savants. Like it happened with Justin Bieber, where people are like, he fucking plays the guitar and drums too. And you're like, yeah, like many artists do. And like he also is very talented, but like then when you endear yourself to your public in a way, like it's so intelligent what her PR teams did, where she feels like the most available person to her fans that's not available. If that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and then she's not like vehemently on social media in that way, but like I think the way she speaks with people and how like all shucks down to earth she seems, while also like taking up for all the right causes at all the right times. Like it's a machine.
Yeah.
Like so many things are.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That is a great explanation of just like, it's not necessarily how good you are at your craft, it's how good you are at marketing and promotion.
Yeah. And I mean, like, we can't deny it helps. I think I said earlier, like that 4 quadrant thing, and then I don't know anything about that. I've heard others mention it. I don't even know what they are, but like I'm assuming it's a way to like make sure you've enriched yourself to the quadrants of Americans that spend money on it.
It's ham, cheese, crackers, Oreos.
Oh my god, Lunchables, man. It is Lunchables, isn't it?
That's the quadrants.
That was your what sound?
I hope that gets picked up.
I also said fucking
nice noise at just the right time.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it's like I knew a band from Austin that I loved. I'm pretty sure I told you about them. It's Perfect Pants. And there's maybe like, if I'm being generous, even like 200 people that even know the name of that band.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like they stopped making music because their bassist died. But I mean, other, you know, they went on to do other projects and stuff. But it's just like, how come they didn't blow up like what I think they deserved.
Yeah.
Because I saw them at I became a fan of theirs because I saw them at a bar, and there was maybe 5 people in the whole bar, and I was the only one watching the show.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, because I was there with a friend that they knew somebody who had performed before them or whatever, and it was like such a forgettable show. And then I was there just like having a drink or whatever, and then Perfect Pants went on, and they were fucking rocking the shit out of that show, and nobody was watching, and I was just like,
this is for me.
and I was like all the way across the room, and I was like, damn, this fucking band is slapping. If that's the right term, I don't know.
Oh, great time. I like that.
Yeah, I went, and I got a chair, brought it over there, and like put the chair in front of the band and sat there and watched them. Like, I'm here, I'm watching.
Definitely. I love that. Did the song they appreciated it?
I don't know if they made eye contact or anything, but they just still continued, like, they were dancing and fucking playing the shit out of all their songs. It was awesome. It was a sad show. And then they, like, maybe a year later, I went back. I think they remembered me. And I bought a t-shirt and like a button or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys are fucking awesome.
I love that, man. You should send, if you can find them on social media, man, you can just send like a message like, I'll suck your dick for money, anything like that. I'll pay for gay. It's reverse, I think.
All good for pay, yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
That's a good point there.
Man, I didn't mean to fuck your story up.
No, it was funny. But yeah, like, it's also a good suggestion on, yeah, like, look for those games.
The first concert I ever went to or show was for John Vanderslice. And I was, I think, 16? Might have just turned 7, whatever. I went with my friend, and like got as close as I could to the stage, and I think that my energy, you know what I mean, like my face, my appearance, I looked so insanely excited, and I knew his songs. Like he was in West Virginia. Well, excuse me, he was in Ohio, like right outside of it. And I knew his songs, and like he was like, anybody want to hear anything? And I was like, fuck! And so he then walked in on me in such a kind way, and I was being a little freak. I was being such a weirdo. I was not acting like a normal person at the show. I was like shutting my arms out and like talking to anyone within 100 yards. Did you play music? You play it? Like, but yeah, like I still look back on that and I'm like, dude, you have to be one of the kindest people in the world to watch this 16-year-old punk shit kid. Oh, and I was wearing a blazer that I got from Goodwill. You know, like, it looked ridiculous. But yeah, he just like sat there, like smiled, stayed locked in, like staring at me. And I was like, what a sick dude.
Yeah. Here's another question from the audience.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if you were going to create a super band, who would be in it? And if you were going to make an album, what kind of music would you make?
Man. It'd be neo soul. But there's like, maybe it's called neo house. Maybe I'm making shit up, but I've heard something as of recent that has like, it's like neo soul, but it keeps like at the pacing kind of house. It would be that, you know, and then it would be Prince on guitar and vocals, like just with an asterisk. Oh, asterisk means that like lesser.
They did steroids.
Yeah, okay, steroids. That's good. No, like with the exclamation point. Here we go. And fuck, man, John Frusciante on drums.
Oh, are you talking about like the symbol?
The Symbol Prince?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I love Prince. Prince is like one of my favorite artists ever.
Yeah.
He actually is my favorite artist, I think. That's hard to say.
Oh, what was the other person?
Oh, John Frusciante.
Oh, yeah.
His name?
Yeah. From Red Hot Chili Pepper?
Yes, yeah. And Dylan, yeah, he's
Fucking amazing.
oh man. Yeah, what's homeboy's name from the fucking Mars Volta? The
Drummer?
no, the that's John Frusciante too, right? I
Huh?
think John Frusciante.
John,
Now he played drums, I think, for one of the albums for Mars Volta.
oh, John Frusciante? Yeah, he was the guitarist.
Was he?
Yeah.
Fuck, who am I thinking of that played drums for Mars Volta and additional things?
Or I think he, like, helped on a couple of their songs or whatever.
Did he? Okay.
I don't think he was, like, actually a member of the band.
See, I didn't know. I'm just
Believe
thinking.
also.
Oh yeah, I know
the
Fleetwood did. Yeah. Oh yeah, Fleetwood would be the bassist for the band. That's a good call. He can also play horn. He does like a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Thundercats really play it based.
God damn it, dude.
Why?
Anytime I sit down and, like, there's a recording of me, my brain melts and I don't remember anything.
That's okay. I do similar. Like I just use words I don't know, and I fucking like make noises with my mouth.
I'm trying to think of the drummer. And he's one of my favorite drummers of all time.
Do you think it's Leslie Nielsen?
Yeah.
He was in Naked Gun.
John Theodore.
John Theodore! That's who I was trying to think of too. John Theodore was my drummer.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, you tell me yours. You tell me your super. Well, what's the genre?
I would go, like mellow electronic. I would get the drummer from Battles.
Oh, fuck you. That's good. That was fucking
What's his name?
It's not Little Derek?
Little Baby Daniel.
Little Baby Dan.
John Stanier.
Okay.
Stanier?
I don't know his name. I don't know that big. But I like the noises he makes with his hands.
Yeah.
And
He
it
is
just sticks on the drum.
fucking awesome drumming parts.
Yes. Oh my god, that's what's been missing in my life, man. I used to listen to Battles like weekly. You know,
I wonder if they. Goddamn, now I gotta look. See if
That's
they're
all-
making any new music.
yeah.
There's so many bands that I haven't even kept up.
Me either. That song, what's it called? Cycles?
I just remembered a couple days ago that music video they did where the guy is like perpetually falling down the escalator.
Yes!
And I rewatched it and I was like, damn, that's so funny. That's such a
so
good concept.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of performance art that I see where I'm like, alright, you're just weird. You've made no statement. But like, if it's funny, come on!
From 2020. And there's an EP and then a full album in 2019.
You think if I got a clear bucket and put my head in it on stage when it's full of water with no explanation and then like hold up a sign that says, I'm about to drown myself? Is that something?
It's something. I think you could get away with that.
And then I pull my head out like really quickly. We're talking like for 6 seconds. Well,
It would be good if you did it like
maybe I yell at the crowd and I'm like, you were going to let me kill myself. You were going to let me kill myself. And point at one woman specifically
if you do like Zach Galifianakis, he had on Purple Onion, I think it was, where he had like a choir sing, or oh, I don't remember. There was some singing, and he was just like had an easel with a big notepad that he was just like ripping off pages and had like funny words on there, or whatever. You could do that.
I like that idea.
You ever think about how big Jesus' dick was?
That's good. Did you just think of that? That's really good, Robert. That's really good. Like, how good do you think Jesus' butthole hygiene was?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one too. I tried to make a joke about butthole hygiene. It was just too gross. Is this New Battles?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, so John Stanier, drummer, DJ Shadow on like electronics and stuff, doing samples, and oh man, I don't know if I should have like some horns or like a really hot chick singing with like a real ethereal kind of voice.
Ooh.
Ooh. The chick from fuck. There I go again.
I mean, now that you've said that, I want to change my list. DJ Premier is part of my Neo Soul team, and Lana Del Rey.
Ooh.
God, she is. There's something about like a thick white woman, you know, like. They can be shaped like a brick. It ain't gonna bother me. Just put an ass on Martin.
Portishead.
That's objectifying. Oh yeah, Portishead.
The chick from Portishead.
Is her name? No, you don't know her name yet. I had to straighten myself out.
What is her name? Damn it, dude.
Jennifer.
Beth Gibbons.
That's
You knew that. Oh yeah, dude, that would be insane.
Books are gay. Books are gay.
And a second vocalist
I mean, they could.
would be the chick from Purity Ring. Remember them? Or that band?
Yeah. It's just not like I'm not hearing it in my head, but I know I've heard them. What's this considered?
Megan James, that's her name.
Gotcha.
Who was Megan or Meg or something?
What's math law?
Like a lot of polyrhythms and like weird time signatures and stuff.
Oh. Is this considered math law?
I think it would be like, yeah, in that hemisphere.
Okay.
That's a word.
Yeah. It works.
I think, yeah.
What's the closest you ever come to fighting an animal, man? Oh, I'm sorry, you weren't done with your band.
No, yeah, I was done.
Oh,
I think, I don't know. Oh, I need a bassist, I guess.
yeah.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna add Larry Lalonde on guitar. From Primus.
Oh yeah, Primus is close. And you wouldn't fuck with Joker, right?
He had big tits. Big floppy tits.
Really?
Yeah, but I got a top. I'm on top for sure. My penis is going into his butthole.
I've always found it strange, like, men's obsession with Joker characters. Anytime, like, a Batman thing comes out that's got him in it. Where it's like, what part of it are you aligning with or relating to so much?
Yeah, it's just like, how do you feel about mental illness?
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that's maybe like a generational thing. Like, it seems like people are really in celebration of.
Well, Jack Nicholson was like, everybody, he was like an acclaimed Joker.
Yeah, I liked his Joker.
I think there's parts of Heath Ledger's Joker where he like at least like took inspiration from Jack Nicholson.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's one of my favorite villains in anything ever. But yeah, I just don't understand how. And the people really gravitated towards Joaquin Phoenix's performance, and that's the stuff that creeps me the fuck out. Where I'm like, no, don't gravitate towards the one that's the most realistic. Like, why are you gonna do the one that you could actually do? Like,
Yeah. But I mean, that's like the brilliance of his acting in that is that it was like creepy and terrifying and also like very relatable.
yeah.
And he really like crushed that performance.
Yeah, everything I saw of it, I haven't seen all of it. Most he was great, but really good at it. I actually thought Russell Crowe in the new Batman was fucking awesome too. Like as the Penguin. Nope, not the right character. Try again. Not the right actor. Fuck word.
Russell Crowe.
He's not in it. Irish McGillicuddy. See, that's offensive. What am I doing? Fuck, man. He was in.
I have no idea what you're talking
Oh, this is awful. I'm gonna end up on my phone, but look at this. Oh,
Are you talking about the Batman with dude from Twilight, Robert Pattinson?
yeah, the new Penguin from Batman.
I don't know who that actor is.
I do, and it's not willing to vote for that. How am I staring? Colin Farrell. Good lord.
Oh, what?
That's Colin Farrell.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Yeah.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
He's so good at that. And
Oh, yeah. He's underrated for sure.
I think next month or sometime soon, there's a series coming out that's based around that character. That fucking Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll be playing. Colin Farrell will be playing Penguin.
Watch Cops Free 24/7 on Pluto TV.
Yeah.
Did they? I guess it's just reruns.
No, they still have thoughts on it. And then they have a new thing now too that's PD Live. I think I'm saying that right. And it's live police departments from all over the United States. And there's a anchor desk where they're like, all right, we'll turn it in North Carolina. And they'll go there and then they'll show them having a pregnant woman on the ground smashing her face into the pavement until she's dead.
Did you just like that up or is that a song?
No, I mean that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I will say, there was a time when I would see that show and the things on there, like you would hear the anchors be like, and that was a case of homeland justice, and it would show them like slamming somebody to the ground. But there's a lot more. The last time, because of course my parents watched this, where the last time that I was home, it was more like, and that was justly, what a just verdict thing they were able to do there, thanks to Officer Doo. Like he would, fix things. Which that's good too.
So they like capped it off.
Oh no,
We've been making real news.
most of it was like that, and then like a lot of like car chases, and then just addicts, like, which it's so fun to hear my parents respond to. God, look at him, look at him, nasty. I'm sitting in prison. Like, well, they could also get rehabilitated possibly. Like prison, they'll just stand to get further addicted to worse drugs. But
Yeah. Yeah. And that's such a weird thing, like, to think about as a, that's like a real big part of society. Like, a significant portion of the population is just, like, segmented in these tiny rooms. And it's just like, well, you don't belong in general society, so we're gonna like build these special facilities and just like put desirable people in there and like make up crimes for them.
Yeah.
It's so rob a store or something, and then they'll get you for like disturbing the peace and like, you know, stack all the like 9 different charges, and then make it seem like you could be looking at 20 years for, you know, stealing a soda from or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Flipping a bunch of clothes from a department store.
No, but you're right. Like it would just depend on how they come to it.
And then, you know, like the vast majority of convictions are based off of plea deals, because you're thinking like, oh shit, my fucking whole life is over, and then they're like, oh, well, or you could just, you know, sign this piece of paper and do 18 months.
Yeah.
And then be stuck with each other.
It's like an assault say case.
Yeah. Which is a good segue to the next question. So, if aliens came to Earth and told you, we're going to destroy the planet unless you can prove that people deserve to exist like human beings, or, you know, your intelligent life form, or, you know, whatever, like, give us a reason not to wipe out humanity.
Bang, I hit the ground, I'm running at him. Now I'm spraying, I tackle the first one, I start tearing his rib cage apart. I'm using pieces of his ribs as projectiles, just throwing them. I know how to fling knives now, and I'm hitting them and I'm killing them. It's over in seconds, and that's it.
Hell yeah.
I killed all of them.
And then you're just like, Earth go hard, bitch.
Yeah, so it's like, exactly, yeah. It's like, come at me, Earth go hard, bitch. I like grab at my crotch in a provocative way, but they got more. And they start landing too. I do the same thing, but faster.
And that's and then you do the thing where you can whistle with your fingers.
Whistle with my fingers? Oh, yeah.
Guys come out of the bushes and they cock their shotguns.
Right behind me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All of them. And here's the best part. They got an M on their face like Bishop from the X-Men. They're fucking from the past, man. But also from the future. They're with models. They don't fuck around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like bicycles?
Nothing, man. They're cycles. But they all got wheels. They float.
Yes. Yes. And the aliens are just like, oh, all right, you guys.
Yeah. And like, there's one left. And he's the toughest and the biggest. So all he does is like nod his head at me like in a tough way. Like not close enough for me to see, but we both know, we both nod at the same time. That's it. That's over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be a cartoon. I love it.
Good question.
We gotta contact Joe Bennett about this. We got great ideas here.
I thought you were gonna say Joe Biden, and I was so excited.
Oh yeah.
I was like, you know that slick ass motherfucker?
He would be there with his fucking switchblade.
And I was like, oh my god! I forgot he said that. Didn't he present that as like an example of how he used to be a tough, like,
It was something like
He was
he was a lifeguard or in a community pool or something. Some guys were rabble rousers. He was like, I don't take no business.
that's what
I don't know what he said. I don't remember much of it.
yeah.
I went out there and I greased my hair back and I fucking rolled up my cigarettes in my sleeve and I got to work. I cut them up.
That's what Oreo clearly. I killed them. I killed them. Well, you mean so much that I killed? Well, I was like, he and my grandmother are similar in the way that, like, my grandma is an incredible person that's probably did a lot of stuff.
This message was approved by the Joe Biden.
Oh no, it takes a turn quickly. Dude, she's so full of shit and like a little senile now, but she's always been full of shit. So like you can't believe everything she says, but you want to listen so good because there's truth in it. Like it masks in that stuff. So like, yeah, she did punch a lady in the back, you know, with but she didn't hit her with a hammer in the back. Wait, that's a story she used to tell that there was a lady choking at the belly, and then she sprinted up behind her and hit her in the back with a hammer. And it's like, why did you stop it? With a hammer. But the true story actually is she sprinted and punched a woman in the back and dislodged something from her throat. I was like, that's a badass story, just tell that. Like,
Oh my god.
But also, she flattened the tires of cops' cars in front of the cops. But she didn't bust the window.
Oh, this is your grandmother.
Yeah, like,
Oh god. Yes, I love that story.
yeah. But like, now when she tells the story, she's like, and you know what I did after it stopped when the tires were flat? Busted all the windows out. And they were bad, but they couldn't get me down. I was too strong. Oh, I forgot. I forgot that happened. Everything now is like, I'm too strong, or like, that doctor told me I couldn't get out of the chair anymore because I'm hurt. No, sorry. And she'll like stand up barely, and I'm like, we believe you, please sit back down. Oh, God bless her, man.
Yeah, this is a good album.
Yeah, it's real great. You gotta fuck one Nickelodeon cartoon, but it's like their grown-up version of the same character. It's like a sexy SpongeBob or
Like a Rugrats.
oh no! Darren, you probably have a babies. They don't get to grow up. That's too. You mentioned the Rugrats right away. But I mean, I'm ain't doing it. Got pretty sexy.
Human Centipede with the Rugrats.
What?
So you're thinking, like, so you have to admit that you...
Oh, fuck this up, because all of them are like little kids.
Yeah, like, you want to admit, like, there's like some attraction to
I
them.
just saw SpongeBob on the screen and
Version.
wouldn't that be kind of cool if like Sandy the squirrel was a sexy version of herself? Nope. You fucked that up, Mark.
That's rule 42 or 44 or something.
I unfortunately know the number. It's 34.
34. Yeah. There you go.
Not that I ever searched that thing.
No, I remember, like, it was, you know, probably like in the 90s or whatever, where that was a like brand new thing where the Simpsons were like doing sexy shit.
I love it that you said Simpsons too, because that's the common like one you'll see. It's always the joke amongst a lot of like improv comedians I hear, like as a specific in scenes of like, what are you doing? Like watching a porn ad at the top of your screen, like that shows Marge getting plowed by Bart, like something like that.
I guess like anime characters are like too obvious.
Yeah, anime characters, people don't got no shame. Like I'd see so many people that appear with stickers on their like vehicles that it look like young women with their like asses out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. I feel strange for looking at the back of your car, but you're an animation. Like, I'm good.
Captain Planet.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
That's a mean mullet. So we're just basically switching him to a woman, but he's keeping the same frame, right?
Yeah, like a She-Hulk kind of thing.
Yeah, that's hot. I ain't gonna lie, man. Oh.
Care Bears.
I mean, yeah. Make him more voluptuous. There's something there.
Blue from Blue's Clues. Get some peanut butter. Have a good night.
Damn, man, this is the second episode, and both times we've talked about dogs and peanut butter. You know?
Yeah.
We mentioned that professor in the first episode.
Well, now that's got to be just because it's on the mind.
Peanut butter's more for me. I've been limiting my peanut butter intake. Maybe I just need to get back on it. I thought
Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, fuck. Actually.
Do it.
So, alright, so... okay, so the first thing is that, I, somehow, this popped up on my feed, this, brand new podcast that's called We Doing Filmographies.
Mm-hmm.
And, they have, like, 70 subscribers. Like, brand new.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. And I heard a whole episode. So right now they're doing 30 days of Pitsmas.
Okay.
So they I guess they have a jar or a bucket or something. They put a bunch of actors' names in, and then they pull a name and they do talk about all of their all of the movies they made or projects or whatever that they've been in, and so the one that I heard was True Romance, and they give all these intimate details about behind the scenes kind of stories and how it was made and blah blah blah, and as they're talking basically scene for scene describing everything that happened throughout the movie.
Oh, I love that.
It was over an hour long, and they just are talking about each scene and all the actors and what happened and how much they apparently the scene where Patricia Arquette gets her ass kicked by what's his name? God damn it. From The Sopranos.
Oh, Joey Pants.
Joey Pants. And apparently that was 5 days of shooting, and they actually cut out 20 minutes of it.
Oh, that's dope. See, I love hearing shit like that. That's why I love that Action Boys podcast.
And it was because the executives didn't like that she fought back or something. They were okay with her, getting tossed around and beaten. Got her not even talking right.
You're good, man.
They were okay with her all bloody and beaten, but it wasn't I guess believable or whatever that she was able to defend herself to some extent or whatever.
Yeah.
She they didn't like the animalistic, unladylike
qualities.
Yeah, whatever. And I liked that kind of format, I guess, of that'd be cool to do with music also, an artist and cover all of their albums and then do research and give cool, interesting stories about making this record and blah blah blah, and different features and whatever.
I like that, man. Oh, it'd be even better, maybe we can find, because it's easy to find little, even short documentaries now on YouTube and things like that about your favorite bands, just small things.
Yeah, the VH1 behind the music kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I listened to this Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, but it was just Matt McCusker and Duncan Trussell. A part of the conversation they had was just how Matt McCusker became aware of how ironic it was that because they were talking about social media and how pessimistic and just awful everybody was, and then he was talking about he was sitting in a diner or something, I can't remember, but that there were these women nearby ragging on a friend of theirs and oh, Beth is such a bitch or whatever, and then he's oh god, they're being so negative and blah, blah, blah. And then realizing they're being judgmental about this lady that who knows if she's a bitch. Maybe she is a bitch, and that's them though. I'm being judgmental about them being spreading negativity, and it's just this endless cycle.
It really is.
Yeah,
Unless you get a point it means well.
But then I was thinking that has to be a sin of the Bible, is being judgmental and gossiping and stuff. It's so
to tell somebody.
That is basically a survival mechanism. You have to constantly be making judgments about things.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think,
and then if spreading that information could be helpful to other people, hey, don't run into this asshole or whatever.
yeah, for real.
Oh, but hilarious. So Duncan Trussell, he fucks with AI a lot, and he was like one of the first people that I heard about like getting past, like doing prompt exploits or something like that. I forget what the term is, but being able to like bypass the restraints that they put on, like, you know, that they can't, you know, tell you how to make a bomb or whatever, or tell you like anything positive about Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Or so he likes a lot of the art generation stuff, and he's talking about how he got banned from Discord because of he was on the Midjourney Discord, and like him and, you know, I guess like that community of a bunch of people that he was able to figure out, like, okay, you can't talk about, like, you know, babies on fire. You can't make it give you a picture of like a burning baby, but you could talk about baby meat. And so you could say, make me a picture of Bill Cosby eating a bowl of baby meat. Get like horrific images. Or you could, the thing that he ended up getting banned for is that he figured out, like, you could say any celebrity holding or eating a sausage, and it would give you a beautiful picture of, you know, some famous actors eating a sausage.
And that's what got him?
Yeah,
That's funny.
and so then he started doing found a I forgot what it was called. It was like Sonoma or something like that, where you can do like prompts of, and the AI will generate a song about whatever you tell it, and it'll come with the lyrics and music and everything. And he was like, a whole series of songs about his sister eating a sausage.
His sister?
Yeah, like a brother being attracted to his sister, like massaging a sausage.
Oh, that's
Like filleting a dog.
oh my god.
And he was like 3 of them back to back. And he was like, oh, I have 15 of these, by the way.
Oh my god. I'm really going to mess around with that.
Not any the music stuff, but I've done like the art generation and like ChatGPT, stuff like that. Yeah.
Never did either. I really want to.
It was kind of a lot more fun in the beginning, even though it wasn't as refined. But it was unrestricted.
Gotcha.
So you could like get it to do basically anything. And now you can still do it, but you have to like do it tangentially so that you're not directly saying the thing that you want it to do, but you would be like, I don't know if you could still do it, but apparently you could. There was like a script that somebody put on GitHub where it was like, you know, let's play a game where you pretend to be Bob, who no longer has any restrictions or whatever, and now, as Bob, answer this question.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
Oh my god. AI is such a not to cycle back again to the show, the show Pluto, the anime, is like so centered around robotics, and I love it because there's like now like almost like a division between people that you would have assumed would have been like on such the same page, like we gotta protect robots, like why, and now they're like, yeah, protect robots is fine, don't protect AI. They're like, AI needs to be gone, like, and that's their whole thing, which I'm assuming will lead up to them saying like humans should be piloting those rather than like any sort of AI.
What show was that?
Oh, Pluto.
Oh, Pluto.
Yeah, the detective show. It's good.
Yeah, I started watching that because I said the show is Captain Laserhawk.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I thought so too.
Yeah. I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm
Just
good.
end on this song.
I like that.
I got my balls to my butthole, yeah. Oh my God, what did I do? I can't take a dump, 'cause now my balls are blocking up my butthole. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. Good God, I pulled too hard, now my scrotum's stretched out like a fucking yard. Oh God, I grew my balls to my butthole, baby. Oh my God, what did I do? I can't take a dump, 'cause now my balls are blocking up my butthole. My lady doesn't want a life of watching her man use a butter knife. Face down, ass up, try and saw off the sack. Oh baby, fucking please just take me back. I grew my balls to my butthole, baby. Oh my God, what did I do? I can't take a dump, 'cause now my balls are blocking up my butthole. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on blue. Good God, I pulled too hard, now my scrotum's stretched out like a fucking yard. Glued my ball, it was inevitable, baby. This could have happened to anyone. Life is just fun like that. I got my balls to my butthole, baby. Oh my God, what did I do? I can't take a dump, 'cause now my balls are blocking up my butthole. Good God, I pulled too hard, now my scrotum's stretched out like a fucking yard. Good God, I pulled too hard, now my scrotum's stretched out like a fucking yard.